Alright. We've done the things. We got our bookmark, our grimoire. Mochi's being friendly. Time for some brekkie. We're gonna go to the corner store. There's certain cats there. You know what? I eat at the cafe all the time now. Why not get some variety in my life? Get some more Mason in my life. This place is really cute and handy. I'm not really a grocery shopping kind of person, but if I was, I'd do it here. The snacks are choice, and the little bakery window behind the counter has some surprisingly delicious donuts. Oh yeah, I forgot about the guy who runs the store. I was trying to figure out if it was like her grandfather, or her dad, or her uncle or something. I think the owner makes them himself. The owner's a real gruff guy, but I bet he's the type that gets favorite customers and warms up to them. All I know is I'm not one of those favorites yet. He's at the counter reading the paper right now. He somehow manages to spare me a glance as I approach, but goes back to the sports section while I pour myself a cup of coffee. Good morning! It sure is starting to get cold out, isn't it?
You want donuts or what?
Boy, he reminds me of a certain surly chef. Yeah, a chocolate and a jelly donut, please. Hehe, jelly donut. He turns to pluck the donuts from the display case, and that's when I see it. Her, to be precise. The scraggly orange cat curled up and sleeping on top of an overturned milk crate down by the owner's feet. That's Mason?
Yeah.
The old man didn't hear me, but the cat sure did. Her eyes fly wide open and her pupils shrink to the size of a paper cut. I start to mouth, "What are you doing here?" to her, but she's having none of this. Her crooked tail puffs to twice its size and thrashes wildly about behind her. Even as a cat, her stare is intimidating. I know it's her, and I know if I don't shut up, she's gonna come at me.
Here's your donuts. What'd you do to my cat?
Nothing. I think she just doesn't like the way I look or something. Anyway, bye! I leave the money on the counter and make a hasty retreat. Can I get away fast enough? How weird. I didn't expect Mason, of all cat people, to be some store mascot. Something weird is going on here. I hope it's not so weird I can't go there anymore. This donut is delicious. I decide to head over to the cafe for a bit. I hope they won't get on my case about having outside food. I kinda think they won't really care though, except for Hayes. Mason is probably the only one who would give me grief about that, and well... When I get there, I already see some movement inside. Normally I'd be weirded out by people hanging out at work on their day off, but cat curse and all, I get it. Hayes opens the door for me. It looks like he's the only one here right now, actually. I see him glance down to the coffee in my hand.
Where did you get that coffee?
From the corner store a few blocks away. It's on my way here.
You could have come here.
He looks a little disdainful. I kinda like knowing that such a shy guy has a bit of a snobby side, though. There's something hiding in that shell for sure. Oh dear. I sink into my favorite spot on the big circle couch and take a big old sip of my coffee. I could sit here all day. Maybe I will.
Oh, Avery, you're here early.
Yeah, I thought I'd come see what everybody's doing. I've been cooped up in my house too long.
It's good to see you. I'll be around doing some handiwork, but let me know if you need anything.
Oh, don't worry about me. It sounds like you'll be busy enough. There's the door again. Hello, hello! So, Avery, what breed are you? Do you know yet? Excuse me? Cat, I mean. Sorry, is this still a sensitive subject? No. Nothing's happened to me since the day I grew the whisker. I figured it'd take more time.
That's strange. I turned in about a week.
Yeah, me too. Hayes nods from the other couch.
This wouldn't be the first time Avery's slow on the uptick.
Were you just standing there waiting for a chance to say something like that?
Of course not.
Totally was. They're right, though. Playing with that book made me totally forget about the curse. Why haven't I seen any changes since then? Well, I'm gonna go do some laundry. Let me know whenever you find out. I'm betting you'll be a silver tabby or something pretty like that. I hope the type of cat I become is still a person. Reese rolls his eyes and flops down on the long row of seats to the side of the cafe. He settles in with a spiral-bound sketchbook. Finley picks up a large bag and trundles toward the stairs. Is there a laundry machine up there? Yeah, in Graves' apartment. He lets us do laundry there for free. Wait, Graves lives here? Yeah, duh. The 3rd floor is his apartment. Shouldn't we see him, like, all the time? He's basically a ghost as is.
He's usually out until really late at night and leaves pretty early in the morning. I don't think he sleeps.
I bet he sleeps in a fancy coffin.
I just mean he's really busy. He takes care of all the administrative stuff for the cafe, after all. Well, I better get to work. That ramp isn't going to build itself, after all.
Landry gives me a little wave and disappears into the back. He's back a few minutes later with hands full of lumber and a roll of carpet. So that's why all that stuff was in the basement.
Sorry, it might get a bit noisy in here.
That's no problem with me.
I suppose if you must.
Landry and Reese go back to work. A few minutes later, I hear Finley. I peek up at the balcony and she's fiddling with a laptop or something. Everybody seems to be keeping themselves busy. Maybe I should help one of them? But on the other hand, I'm not getting paid for it, so... none of these are my booze, I'm gonna stay put. I'm gonna stay here and finish this delicious coffee before I do anything. This is my day off, after all. We all get caught up doing our own thing when I hear footsteps approach from the kitchen. Why, but isn't the big bad boss himself?
My wonderful cat herders. I see you've been keeping the place well while I've been gone.
He looks us over, but his gaze stops on me for just a second. He has a weird glimmer in his eye that I can't really place. Ew. I'm on to you, buddy. I know you have something to do with that book. It can't have just been there because you're a collector or something. Heck, it has our names in it. I don't really understand those pages since the bookmark doesn't work on them, but still, it must be something fishy.
Landry. Excellent work on the cat's equipment as always.
Ah, but I'm not done yet.
Have you ever given me reason to doubt? I know you'll do a stellar job. We can talk about future designs soon.
Sure thing, boss.
Reese, I see you've been keeping your protege in line. Keep up the good work. Of course, nothing gets past me. The eyes and talon of an eagle.
Protege? Are they talking about me? Maybe.
Hayes, my sweet Hayes. Can I trouble you for some of your exquisite coffee? I'd be happy to. You are a treasure as always. I hope you've been keeping well. Well... Finley!
Finley peeks her head over the upstairs balcony to shout down. Come on, just come downstairs. Present!
Your videos are keeping me busy. We had a whole new attendance record the other day. And 6 adoptions in 2 days. The home inspections never end.
I'm sorry you have such a precious, adorable girl here making your business work.
You are my internet lifeline. I have no head for such things.
I bet he's been lost ever since telegrams went out of style.
And Avery.
Oh, he's real close now. Don't think I like it. He puts his hand on my shoulder and levels his gaze down to mine. That blue eye is so chilling. It really is a telltale heart situation.
I'm on to you, Avery. What? You're the fastest learner we've had here yet. I forget you're still new.
I feel like he's not just talking about the cafe work. Well, I've been doing a lot of studying.
So you have. So you have.
He lets go of my shoulder and turns away to the rest of the employees. He definitely wasn't talking about the cafe. He definitely knows something about that book. I'd ask him more, but maybe it's not a good idea in front of everybody else. I'll chase him down later when he's leaving or something. I have to get more information.
Where's Mason? I wanted to see her today, too.
She hasn't been showing up as much on days off lately. Maybe she's found a comfy gig at an old cat lady's or something.
Haven't been to your places in ages, though.
Ah! When did you get here? You startled me!
Mason, I'm so glad you're here. It wouldn't be the same if you didn't join us. As much as I adore your cooking, today I'd rather give you respite. Think I'm gonna cook on my day off? Huh. Of course not. That is why I will take the pleasure of providing you, my dear employees, with dinner today. But first, an announcement.
Oh boy, here we go again. He slips back into the kitchen for a moment. When he returns, he's holding a garment bag.
No. You haven't even let me make the announcement. I know what this is. Absolutely not. For my more cooperative employees, then.
With a surely practiced flourish, Graves unzips the garment bag and lets it fall to the floor. Oh no. 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 Is that somehow both plaid and checked flannel? I didn't know you could make a suit out of that type of material. There's a sort of appalled silence from everybody. Reese looks personally offended. Mason just straight up leaves.
No appreciation for your new uniforms. And to think I had it made in your size, Avery.
Try it on, Avery! She's still shouting down from the balcony. I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to get any closer to that suit either. I'd rather wear a potato sack.
And I went through such trouble to have it made. Check with us next time before you waste your time. 'Tis easier to beg forgiveness than ask permission, as they say. See, you knew we wouldn't agree to it. Well, I'll leave this here in case you all come to reason. Take some time to admire it. I'll be off for one last errand, but trust when I return you'll all be treated to a wonderful meal. Until then, farewell.
With that, he disappears into the kitchen. I'm gonna follow him, just to see what happens when he leaves. I get to the kitchen in time to see him slip through the back door. I'm sure I'm gonna see that black cat. I just know it. I peek out the door as he leaves. He gets further and further away from the cafe, but I don't see him change. Not even when he gets past the point where I know he's off cafe grounds. I guess the others already assumed he wasn't affected by the curse, but why? Does this prove he's the culprit? How else would he escape whatever it was that got everyone else? Although, to be fair, I can't use that as proof. After all, I also escaped the curse, and I sure as heck didn't cause it. This seems like as good a time as any to see if I can find out more about what's going on. I peek back into the main cafe. Looks like everybody's back to whatever they were doing before. The newly arrived Mason has kicked up her feet on the couch and seems to already be dozing off. Finley did say we have free access to Gray's apartment, after all. I could go look and see what he's got hiding up there. I'm also kind of curious about what it looks like. But then again, if he was hiding something there, wouldn't somebody have noticed by now? Maybe he keeps all his magic stuff in that creepy basement. I wonder which would be better to search. We're gonna check out the basement. See if our boo follows us. It worked the first time, right? I bet that's where all the nefarious stuff is kept anyway. Maybe Graves is a hapless idiot caught up in someone else's plan. Maybe I'm supposed to think he's a witch, but it's actually someone else using him as cover. Wouldn't that be messed up if it's one of the other workers at the cafe? I can't see any of them as the mastermind type, but what do I know? Well, I suppose I should prepare myself for some snooping. Alright. Boy, this place gives me the chills. I mean it, it's like 10 degrees cooler down here than it is upstairs. Now, if I were a witch, where would I hide my witchery and witching accessories? I take a brief walk to the immediate left of the stairs, but there's nothing here but cafe and cat supplies. Maybe the bulk coffee is also ground up and used to make arcane sigils? Or maybe I'm reaching. The right of the stairs has the more interesting stuff anyway. I kneel down to get a closer look at the curio filled with crystals when I hear something creaking above me. Crap. Is Graves gonna catch me? Nah, he left. I'm hearing things. I resume my hunt. Maybe these are magic crystals after all. Creak. Creak. Hello? No answer. Maybe it's my imagination. Creak. Creak. Okay, maybe it's not. I know somebody's there. Creak. Are you gonna try to sneak up on me or something? I'm not gonna fall for that.
You're so noisy.
Woo! Oh, it's just you!
Just me. Think something was gonna get you?
You can't blame me. It's creepy down here with all these specimens and things.
I like it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's quiet.
So, you come down here a lot? You come here often?
Of course, supplies are down here.
That's not what I meant.
I know.
She's being kind of chatty in her own way. I feel like this is the most we've ever talked. You like all this collection stuff too?
Yeah. Ever look through it?
Well, only a little.
Find anything good?
Oh, just a book. It's kind of hard to explain what it's about, I guess. I feel kind of like she wouldn't believe me if I tried to explain it now. We just barely started talking and I'm gonna bust out with, "Hey, I found a magic spell book." Nah.
Boring. Look around more.
Wow, I didn't take you for the snooping type. I guess you caught me doing exactly that, though. She's just kind of staring now. I'm not sure what to do, so I kneel down by the curio and start rooting around. What kind of stuff did you find, anyway?
Here.
I feel her kneel down right next to me. I'm not sure if she wants me to move over or something to give her space, but she doesn't seem to mind right now.
Look.
She reaches over me for a weird, lumpy-looking rock. She rests her arm on my shoulder, then drops the rock in my hands. It's a cool rock?
Turn it over.
Oh, of course. Oh, it's a geode, duh!
Yeah.
Out of the corner of my eye, I can see what looks like her blushing. She's smiling, blushing, a little.
Amethyst.
It's really pretty. Do you like crystals?
Who wouldn't?
You're right.
Used to collect quartz as a kid.
Oh. Yeah. Oh? I wouldn't have expected that. I wonder if she's into that whole healing crystal thing. Maybe she knows something about magic after all. Probably not. I'm not gonna ask, at least. She'd look at me like I had 3 heads. You don't seem the type, that's all. I bet you look really cool with a quartz point necklace, though. I should keep that in mind. I wonder when her birthday is. Ooh, buying her jewelry.
Huh, maybe.
She gives my shoulder a light slap, then stands up.
I'm going back up.
Oh, okay.
You coming?
Oh, yeah, sure. 1 second. Interesting. That was the most we've interacted with her. Well, that was a bust, mostly. It was kind of nice to talk quite a bit to Mason, I guess. Feels good to be getting closer to everybody here. Sort of like I finally have a social life. Well, sort of. I guess I'm still hanging out with a bunch of cats one way or another. Back to the drawing table on this curse business, huh? Let's get to it. I drift from person to person, helping everybody with what they're doing for a while, but eventually the urge takes over. I just want to play with cats. Shinsuke get excited when I bust out the bell toy. Guess I'd be excited too. Al gets messed up on the catnip toy. Now is swatting at his own tail, but I think the tail might be winning. Valentine is rolling around, kicking at nothing in the air. Seems to be having plenty of fun without me. Marina chases the feather on a string all the way up to the platform. Wish I had that much energy. And then they start taking naps. And that seems...
Will someone please exhume Avery from that pile in the corner?
Ah! I jump up with a start. When did I fall asleep? Good morning, sleepyhead. Why is there garland on my head? In fact, I seem to be covered in cat toys. What the heck? Well, we tried to wake you up. With catnip? What is all this?
Finley.
What? I just put a mouse there to see if you'd wake up, and then you didn't, so I put another.
And another. And another.
I got some really cute pictures out of it. Oh my god, don't put those on the blog. Why would I ever do that? I fling a catnip mouse at Finley as hard as I can. It ricochets off her head. Ow! Hey! Okay. They won't go on the blog. Good. Today. No.
Finley, be nice. All of you, stop distracting from the matter at hand. Dinner has arrived.
I thought you were going to actually make dinner, not just order takeout.
We usually order takeout on off days. It's nice to get a change of pace and try some of the other restaurants around here. And there are fewer dishes to wash. The cuisine du jour is brought to us by the Thai restaurant downtown you all so enjoy. Avery, I believe you will be experiencing their splendor for the first time tonight.
What did you get? You didn't ask me what I wanted from the menu. I did, actually. You mumbled something about pad thai, then rolled over on top of a bunch of cat toys. Well, I mean, that's what I would have wanted anyway, so... I look over to the tables, and it looks like they've pulled them all together into one long row again. Takeout boxes pile up in the center table, and all the places have already been set.
Bon appetit, my dear employees.
And the pack descends on the takeout boxes. After some sorting, we're all settled with our respective food and we sit down for dinner. Graves takes the seat at the head of the table. Well, he claims it in name, but he's hardly sitting at all. When he's not flitting between us and offering us drinks, he's standing behind his chair and telling a story in as grand a Graves gesture as you'd imagine.
When I was in college, none of you would have recognized me.
What? Did you take a break from your goth phase? You go grunge for a while?
I would never break style. No, in fact. If anything, I suppose you could say I was more goth then. I had long black hair and I wore such elaborate makeup.
If anything, that sounds more on brand than you are right now. Why stop?
You can't imagine how much time that took from my day. I have a business to run now, after all. Dad showed me a photo once. The one of you and your bandmate. Who? The guy with the mohawk? I don't know how he got such a huge hawk. Ah, yes. It was pure witchcraft, that hair.
He's doing it on purpose, isn't he? With the witch jokes.
Wait. You were in a band?
Are you really surprised by that, Landry? Come on. Everybody was in a band in the 90s.
I don't recall that stereotype, but yes. I was, in fact, in a band.
I bet it was called, like, Masters of the Night or something like that.
No, Avery, it was not. I'd thank you to give me more credit than that.
Nah, more like Nightly Nightshade.
Or Dark Carousel. No. Or Sorrows of Blood. A two-haze. You are all so cruel.
You have to tell us the real name or they'll keep going.
I refuse to further enable this slander. It was Spider Coven, with an X. Reese!
What? How do you spell spider with an X?
Goth willpower.
You're kidding me!
They had a song that was called something like Rose Baptism. I only remember the parts that weren't in French, but no. Ahem! It went something like, no, this is traitorous. My own people betrays me. Ahem! Trapped within my own mind. Something in French. My will dissolves to blood, the soul's red rind. Life is but a march toward death. Right, Graves?
Graves isn't listening to us anymore. He's pacing around and mumbling in agony. How do you know all this, Reese?
Graves and my dad went to college together. He went to their shows. He met your mother at one of them, if I recall. You have me to thank for your very existence, my boy. Ugh, don't put it like that.
Everybody's laughing and having a good time. Even Graves is being a good sport. This is nice. I wonder how long they've been working together. They're all like a big family. Graves is a lot more charming than I thought. He knows how to work a crowd, at least. I'm starting to get it. I guess this is why nobody's all that mad at Graves, even though they're going through this weird nonsense. He's kind of like everybody's weird but benevolent uncle. We all chat over dinner, then coffee, and before I know it, the sun is totally gone. How long have we been doing this? Shoot, I better get home and feed Mochi before he throws a fit. He gets real passive-aggressive when he's fed late.
It is quite late. I'll take care of all of the dishes and sundry, so please relax and prepare yourselves to face the day tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess we better all get going, huh?
Later.
Mason's already headed out the back. She barely even turns her head when she waves goodbye. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow. Right. Well, we ran into ye old bandmate, learned our trash magic, and found the rusted bike. Back to the cafe we go. Avery, there you are. I'm starting to get worried. Sorry. I got sidetracked on the way here. I ran into Graves. I guess talking to the boss counts as work.
No, it doesn't. Graves couldn't keep hold of a topic if it was stapled to his hand.
We hurriedly get to work finishing pre-open setup. Though it doesn't really matter because it's a slow morning. The first person to come through the front door isn't even a customer, it's Graves. Fancy meeting you here. You want some coffee? The usual?
Not right now, thank you. Please, pay me no mind. I'll be in and out today. Maintenance work. Finally. The sink in the kitchen has been backing up something fierce lately. Not that kind of maintenance, my friend. Security improvements.
He blows through the building and disappears through the back door as quickly as he arrived. Reese watches him go and takes a few wavering steps toward the door before deciding against it. I guess even Reese can't outboss the boss. Security improvements, huh? What the heck is that supposed to mean? That was weird. Well, back to work, huh? Yeah. It's hard to focus on work when I can see Gray's pacing back and forth in front of the big glass storefront. Luckily, it's a slow day, so I can excuse myself every so often to peek in on him. I think I just saw him bury something under a loose tile. At one point, I dipped my head out to see what he's doing, and he's just standing there, staring at the wall, tracing a picture on it with his finger. I'm sure he's just doing it to look busy, but then I catch a glimpse of something, like light reflecting off a piece of metal on the wall itself. It flashes for a moment and then it's gone. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe he's doing something to the building. Something arcane, I guess. But even if he is, why? Why is he suddenly so concerned with security? Is he setting, like, a magic anti-theft alarm or something? Or is it something more sinister? I can't help but think of his weird behavior this morning and his focus on the rust piles. Something must be coming. Something as serious as the cat curse. If he's just gonna leave us in the dark, I've got to do something. It's time I finally talk to someone about magic, the book, the curse, everything! Load it, game. I just hope she doesn't kick me out of the kitchen first. I feel like I'm intruding whenever I'm here. I'm never sure if it's Mason's aura or if it's because cooking is the most mysterious magic of all. What if she doesn't believe me? What if she thinks I'm stupid? I don't think that's going to happen. I'm starting to figure out how to read her. I don't think she's that type of person. I hope. I don't know. It's hard to figure out without feedback, you know? She's warmed up to me at least, I can tell that much. I don't know if she's taking pity on me because I can barely feed myself, or if... Well, never mind, no use speculating. Speculating? Speculating? Look at me standing here and gawking, I better not slack off. I'm trying to make myself look busy. Oh, she's not even paying attention. You know, it's funny. Before I met Mason, I didn't know cooking could be so artistic. Watching her prepare meals is like a dance. Today's special is French toast with little cat shapes seared into the bread. I didn't know that was a thing you could do, but here she is making this adorable food as if she's been doing it since birth. It makes me want to learn to cook. Could I do that, like, ever? She's a natural. I don't think I could ever learn like that.
Catching flies?
Eh?
Mouth open, staring, gonna catch flies.
Oh, you're right. I guess she was paying attention.
Do you come in here for something, or should I charge admission for the show?
Oh, sorry. If I'm bugging you, I can come back. If this is a bad time, I mean.
Didn't say I didn't like it. Don't mind the company now and again.
Oh. She glances up and flashes me a, is that? It is! A smile. Wow! Now what? Is this flirting? Oh, thanks. I mean, hold on, let me try that again. Ahem. Smooth moves, Gray. Way to get thrown off by a mild maybe flirt. So, I wanted to ask you something, and talk about the cat curse.
Talk while I work. Can't burn the toast.
Oh, okay. So, you know, the cat curse and all?
I'd hope so.
Right. So, I think I figured out how to break it. I figured that at least warrant a look, but she didn't even glance up. Is she excited or what? I mean it, like, I never turned into a cat, right? I think I reversed it before I could take hold. I could probably do the same for you.
No.
What? That's not what I expected. I didn't think she'd burst into tears, dance around the kitchen or something. But nah? Just nah? If you don't believe me, I can...
I believe you. Just don't need it. But the others will be thrilled.
You what? Don't need it? What do you mean?
I'm fine with being a cat. Doesn't cause me problems. It's cool you figured it out.
Definitely not what I expected. What do you even say to that? I feel stupid. She's not even, like, angry about it like Landry was. She's just like, I'm good. Like, I feel more stupid than usual. Okay. Okay. This is fine. Get your head in the game, Avery Grey. We can do this.
Maybe I'm misunderstanding. You want to be a cat forever?
You'll be stuck here for the rest of your life.
First real job I've had. Not gonna throw that out.
Hey, mine too. But, I don't know, doesn't it bother you that you can't go anywhere or do anything?
I'll go places.
Where? Home? There's lots of stuff you can do besides work and sleep. You should be able to go shopping.
Don't like shopping.
See movies.
Graves has DVDs.
Go on dates. Ooh, that silence. She slaps another piece of toast on the griddle, but I see that tick. Her mouth is twitching. That's a good sign, I think. She pointedly flips the toast, letting the sizzle drown me out for a second. God, it smells good in here, like vanilla and cinnamon. Does she go home smelling like that? Would she smell like that if she wasn't a cat when she goes home? Or... Okay, yeah, moving on. Won't you at least try with me? I've got this magic manual at my place, and we could look up how to break the curse and try it out. If you want, of course.
Thought you said I couldn't date as a cat.
Aw, crap! Uh-oh, I mean, not as a date. I mean, Avery floundering is like my favorite thing in this game.
Relax, it's a joke. Want her to take a look.
Really?
But, I got some stuff to take care of. Give me your address, I'll come after.
Okay, sure. I can text it to you.
Can't check my phone as a cat.
Yeah, whoops! Let me find a paper and pen.
I'll be here all day.
You're right! I won't rush then. I'll walk. I run away before I can make even more of an idiot of myself. Oh my god, could I have been more awkward? Why do I turn into a yeah, that, every time I see her? I thought I had game! The only game I've got is Tiddlywinks. I feel like I'm about to burst into shame flames. Avery, stop, you're slaying me. In the news today, trash heap of a 19-year-old kid opened her dumb mouth and then spontaneously combusted from awkwardness. I gotta get it together before anybody else sees me. Oh no, not the other guy.
Avery.
Aw, hell! No way, it's not Finlay, but Reese is almost as bad. I busy myself with organizing the cat toys. The red one is longer than the yellow one, but this other red one is shorter. If I arrange them by size, it'll be an ugly rainbow, but if I do it by size and color, it'll...
Avery, are you ignoring me?
What? Of course not. What is up?
What is up? I wanted to see if you'd be willing to close today, but if you're going to pick up and put down the same toy over and over, I'll find someone more capable.
No, it's fine. I was just testing its weight. You know, getting a feel for how the cats like it.
Right.
It passes the test. Good to go.
Unless, of course, you have plans. Of course not.
Look at that smug mug. He knows full well what he's doing. Why is everybody here so nosy and noisy? I resent that. I have plenty of plans, like all the time. I have a very healthy nightlife.
Of course you do. But not often with other people, I imagine. Especially not co-workers.
I knew it! He does know! Is he good at reading people? Or is my poker face that bad?
Gross. I'll have to call Landry for cleanup if you don't pick that jaw up. Though that's half the cleanup we'd have to do if things get messy with you and Mason.
Oh my goodness, I didn't expect this from you. What? I don't know what you mean!
Look, just a friendly word of warning. From a splendid assistant manager to his loyal employee. I heard you talking in the kitchen, and be careful with her. And with yourself.
What do you mean?
She keeps such a distance that I don't know what happens if you two get close. That's all. It's just a hunch. Might be nothing. But I listen to hunches.
You're only worried about our only chef quitting.
That too, but I don't know. It's just a feeling, alright? I try to help and get put on the stand.
I'm not gonna thank you for eavesdropping, dude. You're just finding excuses to be nosy.
Well, you say that now, but someday, when you're older and more mature, you'll thank me.
Was that a Graves impression? Are you trying to imitate Graves right now?
What? No. Geez, of course not.
You are! You even copied his intonation! Oh my god, you're such a little kid.
I am absolutely not. We're the same age, you and me. You can't call me a kid.
All the more reason you shouldn't act like my dad, kid. Nobody should listen to me for advice, so they definitely shouldn't listen to you.
I beg your pardon. I'm definitely the more mature one here. I'm a manager for a reason.
Huh, okay. I bet I could be just as good of a manager as you. And then I... The words die in our throats and we freeze. We whip our heads toward the kitchen. Mason's there, hands on hips, staring at us like she can see our futures.
You're real loud.
Sorry, we'll be quiet. She doesn't look mad. She looks amused? Like she's trying to hide a smile? Maybe my mind's playing tricks.
Sorry, Mason. I'll discipline her properly.
What? You were just as bad!
Don't be too tough. It's a real fragile one.
She makes a noise. Is that a laugh? Then she disappears. Does Mason laugh at me? Or with me? Probably mostly at. Maybe both. Point is, I've never heard her laugh, period, except for that time I made her laugh with the boxes. Reese looks as incredulous as I feel. I can feel his shocked gaze from here. You know what? Feels pretty cool to get special treatment from Mason. Now who's got his jaw on the ground? Clean up on aisle Reese.
You can't just steal my line. That's so uncreative.
Like I care. Mason kinda sorta smiled at me and she's gonna come over tonight. Boom! Reese can keep blabbing until the end of the shift for all I care. I've got other things to think about. Yahoo!